Good evening, everyone. It's me again, Al Brown Spencer. Today is Friday, the 20th of March, 2026, and it is almost 9:30 in the evening. The situation is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And not only this, I was just proven today that I should not expect to meet any honorable people or any honest people anywhere, basically, but at least here in this place. And the reason I'm saying so, I went to the hospital today after literally these insects were eating me alive, eating my ears from inside out. And the reason they went crazy today, that I tried to kill them with some pesticides. And before you jump to conclusion, the pain I had in my ears wasn't like tingling pain or because of the effect of the chemicals and the pesticides or whatever. That was clear feeling of how they are biting and scratching and moving around like crazy and so on. So anyway, once I put the pesticides, they went crazy, and unfortunately, the pesticides didn't kill them. I mean, spraying like this, you making sure that it's a spray, so it's full of air and spray in, so it's very effective in terms of the effective material or substance in it that would kill the insects. And I have to admit, it really turned them crazy. So it affected them badly, but it didn't kill them. But this is the problem. It didn't kill them, and it made them went crazy. They went crazy, and they carried on literally digging in and biting, and it was an agony. It was so painful that I didn't know what to do apart from just going to the hospital and asking them to remove the insects. But as I expected, and as the normality in my life, my abusers again are using authorities and formal stuff to make it look like otherwise. I went to the hospital, and for some reason they asked me for blood and urine samples and all of this. And not only this, they asked for a scan, like a brain scan and so on. And they said, oh, the brain scan will show if there are insects in my ears. And despite the fact that I was not convinced, I had no other option but telling them, of course you can do so. And guess what? In the end, they said, well, there is nothing, they saw nothing in the scan, and they couldn't see any insects, whatever. And of course, that was for me was like, I don't know, like a slap, but I was expecting it anyway. And yeah, now my abusers, not just that on formal papers and hospital, telling or saying this guy didn't have any insect in his ear and so on, but also they are putting doubts now about why I'm not sleeping any longer in the van. So they could say anything. They could say, oh, he's doing this because he's fed up of sleeping in the van. He's trying to get a place to live, blah, blah, blah. And there are so many things. There is a list of what they could claim regarding this. And not only this, now they are keeping this biological weapon that they used against me, these insects, because these insects are not normal. These insects are not normal at all. These insects are indestructible, and they are very smart, and literally, they are dangerous. They can kill, and they can kill me. The way they are, digging and so on, I have no doubt that they can actually reach the brain and any other part in my body. And it's not just that they use the biological weapon on me. Maybe they are testing it. Maybe they have it for years and used it on people and so on, again, to turn them or make them look like crazy or whatever, or to kill them. The list can go on and on and on. And I cannot sleep in the van tonight anyway, because of yesterday I tried to sleep in the van after spraying and so on and waiting one night, and still there were insects crawling up on me and biting and so on. And today I went and I got other spray and I sprayed it all over the van correctly and so on. And I locked the van for the whole day. And I went away and I went to the hospital, blah, 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 and came back. And just coming in the van, they jump on here in my head and here and there and the legs and so on. And I can see them clearly. And the insects are still there. And I cannot sleep in the van as it is. And I am trying to prove what's being done to me and so on. Now, if anyone in authorities or anyone who's watching this video and they are impartial or they literally are not manipulated and so on, I am inviting you, if you have a doubt or if you want to know the reality and the truth, I'm inviting you to meet me and come here in the van and stay in the van for 1 hour or two. You can close the door and sleep, lay in the bed and turn on the light and see what is going to happen and the insects and so on. And this is for anyone who doubts what I'm saying about the insects that in the van. And anyone who doubts about that these insects were I was infested by these insects by my abusers deliberately, I can prove to you, if you have like a magnifying glass or whatever, these insects in my ear produces larvae every 5 seconds. And when I go to sleep or when I'm staying still and it's dark and so on, they're very active and they produce this larva, like every 5 seconds and so on. And as I said many times, this larva comes out from my ear, wandering around and finds its way to my air passage and go in and then stays in for about a day until it's developed a little bit, and then again comes out and then looks for my eye and jumps here and stay in my eyelid, just under it in the soft bit, and stick there and suck blood until it's a little bit bigger. It takes 1 or 2 days, and then it's off to my body and so on. So if anyone who doubts this, you are more than welcome to have a magnifying glass, and whenever I feel and the larva is produced, I can show you where exactly it is, where I feel it, and you can actually look and you're gonna find it. They are small white dots, it's like really, really tiny when they are still they are just hatched or came out from my ear and so on. And also regarding my ear, in terms of the pests or the insects in my ear itself. Anyone who has a doubt about this, I can spray any pesticide there just to aggravate. I know it's not going to kill them. I've used a lot and it didn't kill them at all. And I can do spray some pesticides here and so on, and that will aggravate them and make them try to come out. I'm not out from there completely, but maybe out of their burrow, or if they're hiding themselves and so on, and it turns them crazy. And then you can look and see, and you're gonna find them. Again, my abusers, after all what they did to me and all what they are doing to me, they are focusing on one idea, trying to make people believe that this guy is crazy or hallucinating or making this up or whatever. First of all, I am leaving San Sebastian anyway, and the Basque Country completely. So I am not trying to play a cheap, dirty game just to get a place to live. I'm leaving. I swear I'm leaving. Once I have a chance to leave, I'm leaving. And I'm not leaving without my van. I'm trying to get my van on the road, and that's it, and go. And by the way, I'm going to be taking everything in the van out and literally clean everywhere and spray again. And maybe I will try to ask someone to help me to pay for, people who can clean, cars and vans and, pest control. And they know about all the pesticides and the insects and so on. Although I doubt that they can kill these insects. As I said, it's not normal. And they can clean it before I put the things back again and so on. This is for the van. The other thing that I don't want to be distracted from is that I am trying to get justice. This is my number one goal. So all what my abusers are doing, and they putting obstacles in front of me and this and that, they're just wasting my time and buying time for themselves. For what? I don't know. But all what I know is every hour, every second, every day that passes on me without getting justice for everything that was done to me and without exposing my abusers is a loss. And not just from my own life that is passing me by, but also because that gives my abusers time to rearrange themselves and do other stuff like now. Like now, they have now step forward for themselves, that they got formal papers to say, no, there was no insects in this guy's, ear, blah, 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 and all of this. So I'm literally, they made me helpless and vulnerable to them. They have everything, the power, the authorities, and they can do everything, and they can manipulate everyone. I mean, I promise you, there are insects in my ears. This is 110%, and they are indestructible and very dangerous insects. It's a biological weapon, and maybe that's why they used it, because it's bio and logical. I don't know what else to say apart from the fact that, my abusers are people who do not deserve to live with people. And they only deserve one of two places, either the prison or the grave, no third. And the reason I'm saying so, again, they are proving me I'm right over and over again. They make a mistake, and then to cover it up, they make another mistake on top of it. And then to cover it up, another mistake on top. It's like they are building a pyramid of lies. And all what I can say about this is that's not a coincidence. And I wish my abusers, I wish that literally, I wish their pyramids become a pile of dust. And I wish they get 2 decades of disasters that shows them that even the power of magic or the power of whatever they have, they're using, blah, 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 cannot protect them from, justice. And hopefully I'm not wrong, because what else can one asks for if there is no justice and there is no way they can get justice and so on. And my plan is still the same. When I have the chance, I'm leaving, I'm going to Cantabria, and I might be going to Cantabria for a visit and meeting people there and asking people for help. So I'm going to be printing papers, asking people for help in Cantabria and so on. And I'm going to go and give leaflets and all of this and ask people for help and see what they will do and how they can help me and so on. As for the situation here, it didn't change. And every day I have a new reason to believe that I'm doing 100% the right thing by leaving San Sebastian and leaving the Basque Country completely. And my abusers, they are doing to me everything they have done to me over and over and over again. Every place I go to, it's a period of time they do whatever they want, and then they put me off the place and make everything bad and move me to another place and so on. Unbelievable. And my goal is still the same: justice, getting justice no matter what. And I'm saying justice in every way, shape, and form. I will never give up or give in regarding the money that was invested for my father and the money that was invested for me. I'm talking about billions and billions and billions, and maybe even, going to trillion and so on. And if anyone jumps to conclusion, I cannot, help it. And I cannot force you to believe me or not to jump to conclusion or whatever. All what I'm trying to do to prove it, and I'm trying to get justice. And at least if you're going to jump to conclusion, think about one thing. What's wrong about getting justice? Even if you don't believe about the money that was invested for me and my father, what's wrong about getting justice for what was done to me? This is one thing. The second thing is, I will prove that they owe me this money that was invested for me and the money that was invested for my father and so on. And hopefully I will get this sorted out and I will get my freedom and justice and so on. My projects are still the same in my mind, and I will never, ever give up or give in terms of my dreams, in terms of the land I want, in terms of the businesses I want to start, and in terms of my lifestyle, even personal, and all of this. I have only one life, and, literally, I own lots of things, including lots of money that can make me a king to the last second of my life. And I'm going to prove this hopefully soon, and I'm going to get my money and so on. So if I dream about whatever size of land that I want to own and have and enjoy, and whatever, life I want and so on, I should get it. It's not like something that I'm asking for too much. And anyone who's working as or acting as intermediate or middleman or whatever, or trying to steal or turning themselves into compensation lawyers who scoop from any money they get for the customers and so on, I just want you to go and fuck yourself, you fucking cunts, whoever you are. If you're a decent person, you'll understand helping someone to get their money and justice is something that you should not be waiting for a return. Even a lawyer, if you're waiting for something, it's your effort for helping someone to, get their money or get this and that. You shouldn't ask for a percentage, and you shouldn't look at this and that, and you shouldn't even by force trying to get money from someone. I'm saying so, and I don't know what exactly the situation in this context, but I'm just making something general that anyone who's trying to or acting like a middleman or trying to say, oh, we're getting him justice, informally. But this is the thing as well. They're acting like, oh, we're getting him justice informally, so they can do whatever they want and claim whatever they want, and they want to take whatever they want, blah, blah, blah. And of course, for me, I will never agree on this, and I will never accept this. And above all of this, my money is my money, and my dream is my dream, and I am going to achieve my dreams, and I'm working on it, and so on. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Again, if you are someone who's impartial, you're not belonging to any side, and so on, and you would like to know the truth about the situation, you can meet me and you can come here and see my van with your own eyes, and you can lie in the bed in the van and close the door and close the light and see if there are insects or not. This is one thing. The other thing as well, you can see with your own eyes the situation. You can help me to get some people to clean the van and disinfect it and clean it from this infestation and blah blah blah. The other thing as well, in terms of the insects in my ears, as I said, we can put some pesticides there, and then with magnifying glasses you can look and see, and I promise you will see them, and so on. I'm not imagining, I'm not making this up, I'm not hallucinating. I'm saying exactly what's happening, what's going on, and I need people who actually trust me and believe in me, or at least they want to know the truth, and they want to go all the way and try things that I will offer them, in terms of trying the bed if you don't believe that there are insects, if you try to see if there are insects in my ears or not, and so on. Simple as that. And as I'm telling you, there is a lava that comes out from my ear, every now and again, but when I go to sleep and it's quiet and dark and so on, it's active. So even when it's light and so on and I'm staying still, they are producing. And you can see with a magnifying glass this tiny lava that comes out from here, and you will see that it's finding its way to my air passage to go in and so on, to develop for 24 hours, and then out again to my eyelid to develop for another 24 hours or 48 hours before it's completely loose, it drops and into my body and so on, or someone else's body. So I don't know if this insect can become an epidemic or not, but it's dangerous. It's dangerous, and it's breeding like no one's business. It's crazy. And I am not taking any, I'm not working for any government. I am not taking any part for anything. I didn't come here to Spain or San Sebastian or any place to infect you with or infest you with any biological weapon or whatever. I'm asking for help, and I'm making it clear to everyone. If you don't believe it, come and see it with your own eyes, because this insect is dangerous. I promise you, it is dangerous. Anyway, I have said enough. And as I said, if you don't believe me, meet me and I will show you and prove to you, and so on. And I'm still needing help with lots of things. Number one, justice. I need justice in every way, shape, and form. This is number one. And of course, exposing my abusers everywhere and giving all the information I have to everyone in the world. Well, it's up to you to believe or not. And number two, until I get justice, I need help with lots of other stuff, like help to move to Cantabria, and help, of course, to get my van back on the road so I can move to Cantabria or Astoria or Galicia or North Portugal and so on. I need help to find a place to live. I need help to find a job. I need money. It's complicated. Please contact me if you can help. And I'm sure there should be something that you can help me with, and so on. Anyway, thank you very much. And yeah, hopefully I will hear from some genuine, honest people, impartial people who actually will help me. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. Thank you. Bye.